appear to be any spike as the ball goes past the bat. Spike as it hits the pad. Satisfied there's no bat involved. Move to ball tracking when ready, please. Pitching outside, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Repeat, wickets hitting. If we can get the umpire back on screen, please. Chris, wickets hitting. You're on screen now. Stick with your original decision.
Goodness me, that is absolute ridiculous. Daryl Mitchell's only gone to Kane Williamson because he wasn't sure about the system. There is a clear inside edge, and this is a horror of a mistake from Sean Haig.
Well, we have not heard the last of this because the umpires have got together. This shouldn't happen. There should not be player pressure on this, and I can understand Williams' point of view, but the umpires now, having used technology, are being pressured. And that's not what it's about.
I think the umpires, though, had gone back to their positions because they thought it was not out. They actually saw the snick on the hot spot and said, no, that's not out. We'll just carry on. We'll get ready for the game. Yeah, and normally an umpire, if he knows he hits it, a batsman, if he knows he hits it, would go straight upstairs. But Daryl Mitchell has not used this system before. To have a look at this, the fairly clear inside edge on this, that's what I originally thought is a good bit of movement. And hotspot shows there's nothing on the bat before the ball comes, and there it is. It's such a clear inside edge, so I don't know what is happening here. Williamson doesn't know.
Well, I don't know what they can do to overturn it.
Well, they can't, to be honest with you, Smithy. It's a mistake and it's been made.
Look at they've asked for the guidance upstairs. The guy upstairs has said it's out. Proceed. They can't do anything about it. He has to go.
Yeah, I agree. It's unfortunate for Daryl Mitchell, but he does. He has been given out. The process has been gone through. Rich Sharma's having a word here.
He can't call him back. Well, what does that make the umpiring look like if the fielding captain calls him back?
Yeah, I think he's got to go. I think he's got to go. And I don't agree with the decision, but the outcome is correct. Daryl Mitchell must go. It's a shame for him because he has got an inside edge on it. The system hasn't worked in his favour, but he does have to go for one. And New Zealand now 43 for 3.
Daryl Mitchell has given out LBW on field. Power play's over. A little bit of conversation about whether he got an inside edge or not. Clearly unhappy. Clearly thinks he's got a little bit of an inside edge, even though he's there saying that he thinks it's spun. So a few little replays showing there was definitely a hot spot on the inside edge.
There was, I'm sure.
Is that you as a batsman, though, saying that?
100% there was. If you see the hot spot, there was a huge inside edge. And I'm sure Darrell Mitchell will be very disappointed playing his second T20. And how unlucky was he?
Yuzvendra Chahal into the attack. We had one over of Krunal Pandya. What an over it was as well. Last over of the power play. India now just fighting back in the series. Cheer everything. Hit into the ground, so I don't think it was a chance. Just to rub salt into the wounds as well, New Zealand lost their review as well, so the one review they had, they thought, oh, they'll be fine. That's gone.
And you could see from Kane Williamson's reaction as well. How surprised was he? And it's good time to introduce someone like Chahal. Two good batters in the middle, and you've got your... Clearly shows that Rohit is looking to take wickets, and he knows the only way he can restrict the New Zealand side is by keep taking wickets.
We've got to do, I think you look at percentages as whether you're a bowling coach or an actual bowler in the power play, take 3 wickets. I think it's something like 72 or 74% of sides go on and win games with 3 wickets in the power play. You know with the New Zealand side that they're a strong batting lineup, but when you've got the 2 players in early on, in Williamson and Taylor, you know 1 wicket now, all of a sudden you can... and restrict them to a total that, as a side, you know you can reach, unlike Wellington. Cut away. So just 4 runs from that Yuzvendra Chahal over, 7 gone, 48 for 3.
I feel that he's...
For 3, 7 overs gone. 2 for 3 in his first over. Krunal Pandya, what a start. Needed reaction, didn't they, India? After such a poor loss in Wellington, they're getting it at the moment.
Absolutely. And the way Krunal Pandya has made a comeback and the speeds which he's bowled at. He's looking to flight the ball and trying to tempt the batsman. Got a big wicket of Colin Munro. Normally, when you're only 1 down, 6th over is the most difficult over in the T20 format. And the way he got 2 wickets was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think just you can see there's a different mindset. And I think that's important as a bowling unit when you've conceded 219, is to come out. It's a different day, it's a different venue. Same team, yes. And we'll debate that for a long time around whether it's here in Star or around India or around the world. Should India have changed their team? They haven't. It's like the coach and the captain have said, this 11 has got us in it, this 11 will get us out of it.
And it's good that you're trying to be consistent, not judging players by just one performance. And if you see someone like Krunal Pandya, didn't have the greatest of outings with the ball, neither with the bat. But look at the comeback he's made.
Yeah, I like Krunal Pandya. I like Hardik Pandya as well. I like just the way they go about playing their game. They consistently perform for Mumbai. They are match winners with bat and ball. Krunal Pandya with the bat, he can bat. He hits some long shots. I've seen him for the Mumbai Indians. So I like the all-rounders in 2020. Big appeal, has to be out, is out. What a wicket. India in control of this game, and they had just had one of the best T20 players out, Kane Williamson.
Massive wicket. Brilliant from Krunal Pandya. Just get it around. Beaten by pace and dead. Huge wicket for India.
His third wicket as well. What a performance so far. The match winner is out, Kane Williamson. He goes to 20. New Zealand in trouble. 50 for 4. Colin de Grandhomme, hitter of a cricket ball in a tough situation. 50 for 4. Pushed away for 1. Krunal Pandya won't mind that. What figures? 2 overs, 6 dots, 3 wickets, 6 runs. 50 for 4, New Zealand. Just slid on, didn't it?
Wasn't that shot either. Just came on a little quicker than what he anticipated. Just got beaten by pace. He's looking to hit it hard for 4. Just got beaten by pace. It was just a natural variation from the surface as well. And if you see, Krunal was looking to bowl slow, and suddenly he's just increased his pace.
Yuzvendra Chahal. Crowd think every ball at the moment is a wicket. Packed house at Eden Park. A big wicket of Kane Williamson is just taken by Krunal Pandya. He went for 20. There's that. I was going to say you could pick it up quite easy, that googly, but that's because we're seeing him from behind. When you're watching him from the other end, it's not so easy.
And I'm sure Colin de Grandhomme can't, because he struggles a lot against wrist spin. Really want to see how he tackles someone like Yuzvendra Chahal.
Well, what would be interesting to see how New Zealand go about this from here. Do they play as freely? Do they not worry? 4 down. When you look at the fall of wickets, different to obviously the first game at Wellington when they had such a A fantastic opening partnership. Captain come and gone. Daryl Mitchell come and gone. It's that googly again. So it'll be interesting to see.
And that's why it's very important for, in any format, to have a strong opening foundation. New Zealand had a fantastic foundation in the first T20. They didn't have one here, and he ended up losing 4 wickets. And Colin de Grandhomme just knows one way, so he should try and back himself up, try and be aggressive.
Yeah, wide. Threw it wide. Good comeback up to now by India, this after that disappointing loss. Biggest loss for India in T20s. Just bowling pure googlies all the time now. Top spinners, googlies. The wicket is not as good as it was the other night. Maybe just a slight bit more in it for the seam bowlers early on. We saw that in the power play. Not as much perhaps spin, but they're controlling it, India, at the moment. Just 5 runs from the over, 9 gone, 56 for 4.
जल्दी करो यार, सब लोग रेस्टोरेंट पहुंच गए हैं। कौन?
कीजिए, कम। गिटार सिखा रहा रिया को।
तुम जाओ रेस्टोरेंट। स्कूल में मेरा भी एक बैंड। ब्लैक मांबा। फिर क्यों चाहिए?
56 for 4 off 9.1. Pandya bowling his third over. 3 for 6 at the moment. Ross Taylor, who's still finding his way, 5 from 9. Colin de Grandhomme, 3 off 4. In some ways, with the fact that they did bowl Krunal Pandya early on in the power play, do you think somebody like Colin Munro waited because he saw a little bit more in the surface for the seam bowlers, or do you think they played it okay and they were just undone by some good bowling?
Obviously, as a left-hand batsman, and when you see a left-arm spinner in the 6th over, you do look to take him on. But if you see both the dismissals, I'm sure Colin Munro will be very disappointed. When you have 40 for 1, and suddenly a left-arm spinner is on, and you end up getting out of the first delivery. But credit to Krunal Pandya, the way he was able to toss it up, was brave throughout his spell. He's got all the rewards as well.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people suggesting perhaps should they have brought Kuldeep back in and left Krunal out. Well, there's your answer. 3 for 9 at the moment. And the fact he adds with his batting as well, he's an all-rounder. Depth. Another great over for India and for Krunal Pandya. 4 runs from it. We're halfway. 60 for 4.
Lost progress.
with our team.
Times here for the Black Caps.
Chahal right in the slot too for de Grandhomme. Even though New Zealand have lost 4, he says, I'm still going to try and get after you.
When it comes to a straight hit over the top, is this perfect? Looks pretty straight to me. This is absolutely, just have a look at the line this one takes. I'd say that is dead straight over the top and a long way too.
Over cover this time, so de Grandhomme trying to fight back. A counter-attack from New Zealand.
Black Caps certainly need an injection of runs, and de Grandhomme's the man to deliver. This was incredibly wide. It could have been called wide as well, but enough wood on it. The inner field raced away for 4. Suddenly, Black Caps a little bit of momentum.
A couple of options for Chahal, isn't there? That wider delivery, plus the googly. De Grandhomme out LBW. And Wellington not really picking the leg spinner. They are IPL teammates. Straight again. And is it just one bounce this time?
Well, this is really good from de Grandhomme because we say it over and over again. We often say it when he gets out in silly fashion. This is how he plays. He knows this way. This is his only way. This is how he likes to play. That's gone all the way. Just keep doing it.
And that is the big question, isn't it? What score does New Zealand feel like it needs to win this game? And if it is up around the 190, 200, then they must just continue to play and risk being bowled out for 120, 130. Such a big over. Ross Taylor, more traditional.
Very well run 2 there, Ross Taylor. Strong cover drive here. Turning into a big over for the Black Caps.
Oh, was that a little lazy?
Just what New Zealand needed. 19 runs from it, 79 for 4. Is 2 more.
Definitely a safer 2 that time, and de Grandhomme seems to come out with a clear head, wanting to hit as straight as possible. He knows he's going to get best return for that. So far, I like it.
Oh, that's massive. De Grandhomme showing his power.
So easy, isn't it? This is no more than a flick. The sound it makes when it hits the bat, it goes off like a rifle. This is God. It's just a jab. It's just a flick. Look at that. Gone into the second tier.
It's one of the stronger players around. Ronald Pundy has been deliberately bowling at the pads. Another one. Oh, it's back to back for de Grandhomme.
Certainly a much-needed innings here from de Grandhomme. He's been under a little bit of pressure as far as his place in the side, and he's filling that role perfectly for the Black Caps tonight. Exquisite power hitting.
It's payback time, isn't it?
What I like about de Grandhomme so far, he hasn't looked to smash the ball. He talked about it being just a flick over the leg side. This time it was just a nice, smooth extension. That's the first one, the flick.
On this ground, all he has to worry about because of his power is decent contact. So he can hit within himself because he has such length.
It's that wide delivery. Just happy with a single. Not a bad result for Kunal Pandya. Pushing hard too. That's great running.
Good cricket. I think de Grandhomme's taken the pressure off Taylor here. He'll be quite happy collecting a long way for that boundary. Fielder had to get off the fence and get in, and really good, well run too.
It's a good plan, isn't it? Ross Taylor just bats, gives de Grandhomme the strike and lets de Grandhomme try and be the aggressor. This partnership's worth 46 of just 24 deliveries. Off the last 2 overs, 97 for 4.
Exclusively on Hotstar. Now Ross Taylor happy to accumulate 12 or 15. And we've spoken at length too in the build-up and in the early overs how this is a ground, the last 10 overs can be so difficult to defend. And with the score at 60 at the mark, New Zealand needed to get going. Gronholm has been sensational.
Santner, Kugelheim, Southey, Sodi. I still think you only want to start utilising those players with less than 5 to go. Still plenty of work here for the Gronholm Taylor to do. Well, de Gronholm's been the key man so far. I think in terms of setting the second half of this innings up, it's about Taylor. It's about Taylor batting with the hitters to come and allow them to swing. Small, fast contributions.
Let's not forget against Sri Lanka. Clever from Taylor. And that is the 100 up for New Zealand and the 50-run partnership as well.
Oh, it's an awful ground to be fielding it down there at fine leg or third man when you're chasing the ball that's on your inside, because the land just gets burnt up. All the real estate, just the boundary gets shorter and shorter as you chase this finer and finer.
Excellent partnership here for the Black Caps. Huge contribution from de Gronholm.
It's forced to change in field as well. Mid-wicket comes out into the very region where Ross Taylor lapped that for 4. And that's clever batting because it's opened up that easy single on the leg side. Last delivery of Chahal, spell. He's been expensive. Spinners have done well on this ground. $105 for 4. Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square, long off and deep point.
It's there to hit for de Grandhomme. Feels he missed out. Definitely looking to continue the brutal attack against the bowling force of India. You say Scott, he's just lost a little bit of that timing and missing that bat on ball can disturb him.
And this is a good thing for India as well. De Grandhomme seeing third man is up. So with the width, with the angle of the left armour, if he can get anything on the ball, then it should run away for 4 in that third man region. But what it also does is takes de Grandhomme away from his natural game, which is to hit the ball.
Adjusted very quickly, haven't they, India? All of a sudden, they had a player out there was running hot, and they were just able to change things up very quickly and break his momentum. Now he's hitting ones, and you can see de Grandhomme's pacing around. He's shadow batting at the non-striker's end, starting to get to him.
Yes, to remember, he's done a great job, so not to panic. These are good quality bowlers who will always adjust, try and make you think what to do, but he's been excellent, hasn't he, the all-rounder? Ross Taylor in support. Oh, that's clever. And they will be rewarded with a boundary.
This is quite a special piece of play here because it wasn't exactly where he was thinking. You can see it was almost a Yorker length. He wanted it fractionally shorter than that Ross Taylor. That's why it went squarer. He's almost met it right there on the half volley, right at the bottom of the bat. That is so skillful.
At 141 kilometres an hour as well.
It's crazy.
Well, you don't know how quickly those can go very wrong as well.
Even with the boundary, though, India will be pleased with the way that this over has gone. Just 6 runs off the first 5 deliveries. From Khalil. 121 for 4.
जल्दी करो यार, सब लोग रेस्टोरेंट पहुंच गए हैं।